Oh, yeah. What's up, fish heads? Give you a second for you guys to join in here. Appreciate you tuning in. We got a special announcement today.
Yep, Waterbox Wednesday. Thanks for joining.
Yes.
Make sure join in the chat. Oh yeah.
Are you trying to take my line?
No, I was waiting for you to do it. I was going to talk about gift card. You said you're waiting. You haven't said your line yet, so I'm not doing anything.
That's okay, guys. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Helps us out tremendously.
We got an announcement, like you said. We're also giving away some Waterbox gift cards during this stream. So you want to be active in the chat because that is the currency to win those. So drop your questions because we're going to answer some questions in the stream. Get to know each other. Talk.
Are we live on Instagram too?
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yep, so Instagram as well. You're going to want to stay in Instagram until the end of the stream because that's going to be the only way you know that you win and you can claim your gift card. So if you drop out and we call your name, you're not going to know you won.
Yep.
So stick around to the end. Yes, too bad, so sad.
And also, if you are on Instagram, check out YouTube. There's actually more people on Instagram right now than YouTube.
I don't think YouTube is updated correctly.
I don't think so either. It has been sitting at that number for a while.
Yeah, and there's more people. I see more people than that number already. So I don't think that is correct. But yeah, jump over to YouTube. Tends to be more active as far as chats. But either way, get in there, talk, ask some questions, all of that, because that is going to be the currency to win some Waterbox gift cards today.
If you guys don't already know, Black Friday at Waterbox is starting today.
Woo! You don't have to wait till next week. It starts early here.
If you missed Blue Friday, I'm sorry. You ain't going to get as big of a discount, but we are still giving some healthy discounts all the way up until December 3rd.
Got a while.
Yeah.
So it is going for quite a bit of time for Black Friday, but still some amazing discounts going on. Mm-hmm. So let's take a look at what's going on for Black Friday.
So we got 10% off all aquarium systems, excluding, there's a little asterisk, excluding the Reef LX just because of the size and everything. But 10% off aquariums. We're also doing, so that's AIO, Marine X, Infinia Reef and Frag, Peninsula, Clear, Eden X.
Yep, got all those other ones. But Reef LX is still on sale.
Yep, just not as big of a discount.
So you got 5% off of Reef LX.
5% on a tank that's expensive is pretty darn
It's still
good.
really, really good discount. So you can still get your Reef LXs on sale during Black Friday. So jump on those. Yeah, you said they're huge aquariums. So even 5% is a nice big chunk of savings when you're talking up to 8-foot aquariums. So
what else we got? What else is on sale? 15% off all supplies, chemistry, and equipment. So if you guys need to restock those chemicals, or you're looking for a new protein skimmer, or you need a magnet cleaner or an RDI unit, now's the time.
yeah, if you're in an aquarium, either with Black Friday or say you picked up a new aquarium on Blue Friday, you're going to need equipment, you're going to need supplies, all of that. So if you did not get them during that, now is a good time to go ahead and grab all the stuff you're going to need for your aquarium. Plus also, you know, with our plus editions for all of our models, you're going to have discounts on some of the stuff that comes with those as well. So get everything you need while it's on sale because you're going to need all the things with your aquarium to set it up. So get it while you can get a discount and just check out everything. We also have some other stuff like Carib Sea and Seachay that will be on sale as well.
Yep. I believe Carib Sea and Seachay, don't quote me on it. I think it's 15%.
Yeah, Carib Sea and Seachay are 15% as well. So you're going to need that live rock and sand to get your aquarium going. So that is a must. So grab those also, and that's a really good discount too.
Yep.
So Black Friday starts off very, very early over at Waterbox.
It does, and it's going on for a while, all the way to December 3rd. So what, like 13 days?
Mm-hmm.
You got 13 days, but like I always say, especially if you're in the market for a tank, don't wait. Just get the order in, because the longer you wait, November is very busy for us, obviously.
Yeah.
The longer you wait, the longer you're going to wait for your tank. So.
Yeah. So, like you're saying on that is, so we just had Blue Friday recently, and of course, our order volume is high. So, items that say we're in stock or might be back ordered now, they're going to be as a line sequence. So the earlier you get your order in now, the closer in line you're going to be, so that as things start coming into stock, that the order to receive is going to ship out. So waiting does put you further back on that line. Also, things that are in stock now, as orders come in, could go into a back order. So you do have 13 days, but always the earlier is better for getting your order in so that it can ship as fast as possible. So, do keep that in mind. But you do have 13 days to convince people in your household if you need a new aquarium. Also, check out financing options for your new water box.
Yep, in the U.S. we do have some really good financing options. Juke on Instagram saying you guys run better sales than superstores. And I would agree with that, because we are actually giving 10% off the normal price. We're not marking it up to mark it down.
That's true.
Like you see on like Amazon and stuff like that. So these are real sale prices. This is not some made up number.
Yeah.
Our prices stick to the same number all the time, and we actually discount from that. Yeah. So you're saving a lot of money. 10% on an aquarium on some of these aquariums is a substantial amount. And Scuba Steez is asking if we're on YouTube also. Yep. Steve, that's our primary place that we stream. Instagram's kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
We have a real big community over on YouTube. So.
And sales are USA and Canada.
Yes.
Didn't I mention that? So, and financing options in US?
We have up to 0% APR for up to 12 months in the US. In Canada, there's a number of different options. I think they're all interest bearing though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check it out on both websites. You can see your financing options, get pre-approved.
The cool thing is it doesn't affect your credit score. So like if you want to go look and, well, maybe I can finance this thing, don't worry about it affecting your credit score. It doesn't even touch it. So,
that's good.
Yeah, so you can do that in both US and Canada. In the US we use bread, in Canada it's a firm. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
So get yourself a water box, get yourself some equipment, some flies, whatever you need. Get yourself some rock, whatever. Now is the best time to do it. If you didn't get one for Blue Friday, Black Friday is here. Take advantage.
Yeah, tons of savings this month. Tons.
Yeah. November is a great month whenever it comes to water box. So
Very generous. Tyler says he's stoked for his 150.4 he ordered on Blue Friday, hoping it ships sooner than December.
yeah, there you go.
Never know. Oliver Richmond.
Hey, Oliver.
Is there any possibility of Pico-sized tanks with that part of the hobby ever growing?
It's niche.
Yeah, so Oliver, we actually had, when we very first started the company, we had a 4-gallon cube and a 7-gallon cube.
We did.
And I will tell you that, Waterbox is a company, we make ultra premium aquarium systems.
Yeah.
So the market for an ultra premium 4 and 7-gallon tank is relatively small. So we ended up discontinuing them because they transparently they did not sell very well.
Yeah, and even just like I think basic, even if it was basic of that size, the amount of people that want to set up something that small, just because you're so limited on the fish you can put into it. Yeah. Also lighting. If you say you want to do a course with lighting, a 4 or 7-gallon, it comes down to be very difficult to find like a decent light that's not overpowering. Yeah. You can't really put many fish in there, or finding inverts and stuff. So the amount of people that want to deal with such a small volume of water, it's much more difficult to keep stable. It's very limited on what you can do with it. There is so few people that really look to keep that it's not a high volume item. It's not something that that many people want. So it is not something you're going to find very easily, I don't think, and mass produced or something worthwhile to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at there are smaller tanks. I can't tell you exactly what they're designed for on the market. Like you go on Amazon and find small tanks.
Yeah.
And they're very cheap. Right?
Yeah.
We do have small tanks. So you could, in theory, take a clear 6 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And somehow set
a little
it up
hang
as
on
a
the back
Pico.
or internal or something like that. You can definitely.
It's just
do that.
not designed specifically for saltwater. You got
pop-up
Keith,
box.
You got I think
Sorry.
Photoshop sneaking in there. Justin White, my 230.6 shipped today. Realistically, how many people do I need to lift the aquarium onto the stand? For a 6-foot tank, I would say safely 4 able,
Yeah.
people that can lift a decent amount. How much does that tank weigh? Do you know?
400 something pounds, roughly. So 4
Yeah.
people is
4.
ideal because you want kind of on each corner or 2 on the long sides, because really to get on the stand, like you can't have someone on the long side because you have to move it onto the cabinet. Get suction cups. They're going to be your best friend. You're like super strong and you're really like, I'm so strong, go for it for 3 people, but really get 4 people.
Yeah, 4 is
It's for your
ideal.
best.
Don't kill yourself putting that thing on it. The last thing you want to do is tear a muscle or something because you're like,
And one of the worst, I'd say even beyond tearing your muscle, is you
break your tank?
You break your tank or you chip a corner on your brand new 230.6 trying to put it on the cabinet because you thought you were stronger, or your friend thought they were stronger than they are. And now you've got $3,000 of replacing an aquarium.
Yeah,
So,
I remember that stand also is like 40 inches high. So
36.
the MS2?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
But that's tall. When you're trying to lift up, it's tall. So
Yeah, so you're coming up, you're lifting up, even like, lifting up above your waist, so it gets pretty challenging.
yeah, so get some dollies, use suction cups, 4 people, just be as safe as you can.
I'm super excited for the 8-foot LX I ordered. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of people getting new tanks in the chat today.
Man, I'll tell you, okay, anyone in here, if you're not part of our Facebook user group, definitely join it, especially 8-foot. I want to see your LX because that is the dream tank of anybody. It is so big, it's beautiful. We want to see it. This official Waterbox user group on Facebook. Definitely get in there. We want to see it from delivery all the way through setup. Definitely go over there and join.
Yeah. What's an ideal beginner setup for a saltwater tank?
I still think that getting started, a sump system is still going to be your best friend, even though I think a lot of people feel that it is intimidating. Watch a lot of our videos on build and stuff like that. It is going to be your best friend because you can have better equipment, you've got more room for equipment, you got a little bit more water volume, and I thought I turned it down.
I thought I heard you from somewhere else.
And so like the 90.3 or 110.4, like Marine X is a great size. It's budget friendly with that line. It has a sump, plenty of room for equipment, plenty of water volume. So if you have a little more room though, Infinia Reef is good.
Perfect. Brian's asking, any recommendations for aquascape options if I don't want to do a pre-made box for my Frag 125.4?
I would still say the Carib Sea Life Rock and just kind of pick and choose some of the different types of options of the rock that they have so that you can, if you want certain arches or they have like plateaus and they have different shelf pieces, instead of like doing the bundles where we have different ones back together, pick and choose your different ones. But I still think that the Carib Sea Life Rock is your best choice as far as shapes, color, working with it, being lightweight, of all your options for rock.
Thank you, Brian. John's asking, do you need lighting to cover the whole tank, part of it, or is it just to mess around and find out what works best?
If you're keeping coral, it needs to cover the whole tank. If it's just for like fish, it's really, you wouldn't even have to have light. You could go without light if you just had fish. So it can just be for aesthetics or kind of whatever. But coral does need proper lighting, so you do need proper coverage on the whole aquarium.
So I'm here, I'll ask, does Waterbox sell just sumps?
Not unless we happen to have one in like the clearance section.
Yeah, so you got to check clearance. And I mean, sometimes we'll have some glass sumps available. Is it overkill if I have 2 MP40s for a Frag 125.4?
No, not at all. The great thing about the MPs is they're completely controllable, so you can kind of change your wave pattern and also your percentages. So, depending on what kind of corals you have and your rock structure, having that ability to either go up or down in your amount of flow is a benefit. So you couldn't put 10s on there. The glass thickness is too much. 10s aren't going to do enough. So you really do need those 40s. And having 2 is always better than 1 because you can get more wave functions and patterns and stuff. So I think it's the perfect flow choice for that aquarium.
What freshwater tank do you recommend for an African cichlids under 125 gallons?
Ooh. If I had to choose, I guess I would say do the Marinex 110.4. If you're doing one with the sump, which I think sump systems are a good choice for like cichlids and stuff because they can be a little bit dirtier. If you wanted to go without the sump, do a clear 3620. Would be really, really pretty. Oh man, I forgot Eden. Eden's would be good too. Eden 60 or 80. Eden 80.
Yeah.
There's so all of them are great, huh?
The bigger ones. The
Yeah.
bigger ones will probably be great for
Yeah,
everything.
and the bigger Edens too. Man, any of them,
Yeah.
all of them.
Has anyone had shocking experiences literally when working with their tanks? I'm getting buzzed when I touch my AI prime out when I dump the Tunzi skimmer collection cup.
Stray voltage is real. Definitely check your equipment so you can kind of unplug any equipment that you think might be the problem. You can get a voltage meter that's your safest bet. Get a voltage meter. Don't use yourself as the voltage meter, but get a voltage meter and unplug your equipment. Yeah. I just said use yourself, but don't. Get a voltage meter and unplug one piece of equipment at a time. You'll see how your voltage changes and you will see what might be doing it. A faulty pump can do it. A little tiny slice in electrical cord that you don't even know is there for a piece of equipment that is submerged can definitely let some stray voltage into your aquarium. So do kind of figure that out because you don't want it to become a bigger problem where it's not just a little tiny buzz, but it's you getting your ass zapped.
Are 2 XR15s enough for 150.4? People keep telling me I need 3.
No, coverage-wise is fine. 3 isn't. I don't think 3 is necessarily going to solve coverage necessarily. I think it's more what kind of corals you want to keep. So the 15s will be okay if you're doing mostly soft corals and say you want to keep LPS in the higher areas and then mostly soft corals. If you're going to do wanting to get into SBS corals and you want to do some higher light stuff, I think you really want to go to the XR30s. But I think 2 XR15s are really going to give you the spread. It's a 4-foot tank. XR15s are going to give a pretty good 24 square. It's not a super tall tank. So I think as long as you're sticking with the easier, lower light ones, the adding a third one would give you, I guess, more intense par all the way through. So I guess if you're doing more highlights up at the top, third one might help. But I think still XR30s would be best if you're going to get into like SPS.
My return pump nozzle keeps making a vortex and making bubbles.
Point it down just a little bit more. Not too far because you don't want it to have a back siphon effect, but just a little bit more because it's too close to the surface and it's going to be giving you the
little tornado.
So just a little bit more and give it a try and then until you find that sweet spot so it doesn't do that.
Why do most people dislike shadow spots in their rockwork? I like it. It gives the rockwork more depth.
Because people want to light up everything as bright as the sun and not have space they can't use for coral placement, I guess, would be my guess. I don't know. Everyone does it different.
Yeah. Is there a skimmer that fits in the 50.3 all-in-one?
Tunzi 9004 should, and the Seche
Shark 300?
Shark 300? Yeah.
I like this question because I think it could be to both of you. What's your number one tip aquarium base? What's...
Wow, that is so broad.
It's broad, but can you...
Wow, that is broad.
I know what mine would be, just in general, a very broad statement is find an aquarium, someone that's keeping an aquarium online, right?
Yep.
Somebody that you're like, man, that tank is awesome, and it's successful, and do exactly what they're doing. They're
All
very close to it.
All right. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mine is keep it simple. I don't like tons of gadgets. I don't like to get crazy with the chemicals and craziness. I think simple. The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
So I think it works best. You can get really, really technical and stuff, but I like simplicity.
Yeah, the more gadgets, the more things you add, the more complex it gets, the more. Yeah.
Yep. I've done it for 20 years. It's very simple. It's very effective. And, you know, that's how I like to keep with it.
Yeah, it's true. That's how all these tanks are done.
Someone asked if we're ready for the Florida cold front there at the studio. Dude, tomorrow night's going to be 40-something degrees, okay? I'm going to say that this is not okay. And I think kiddos heard, I was like, I'm going to die. And it's as simple as that. I don't know how I'm going to survive. I don't know what's going to happen.
So tomorrow's Evan's birthday, and he wants to go. I'm supposed to take him on the boat tomorrow. So when I get home tonight, I'm gonna be like, "Are you sure that's what you want to do?" I'm sure he's gonna say yes because he said the only thing I want to do is drive your boat. I was like, all right. Well,
Yeah, we got 40s. Our low is 40s for a couple of days here, guys.
I love it.
No.
It's necessary.
Well, I was thinking, yeah.
No, Florida.
Longer story that they don't need to hear. I'll tell you.
This is not okay for Floridians. So it's not okay. Oh, okay. We're ready for gift cards. All right,
Who
ready?
wants to win some monies?
Let's give away some money. Ready?
Oh,
There it is.
Yeah. Richard Volman and Jakeem Jamie 20. Congratulations, you guys.
Woo!
Again, email winners at waterboxaquariums.com. Let them know if you are in the U.S. or Canada. If you're anywhere else, I'm sorry.
Sorry, don't qualify. Get a gift card to you in the morning. And do remember that Black Friday sales have started today. They're going to continue all the way till December 3rd. Get your aquarium, get your supplies, get it while it's on sale. Get first in line. Get your order in. Now is the best time. November.
Yes.
Get your stuff, get your aquarium.
Make sure you guys smash that like button. Throw an elbow at it. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Are we here next week?
Yes.
We are?
Yes.
Okay.
Right before Turkey Day.
All right.
Unless, well, we are supposed to be, but he may say we're not last minute. But at this moment, we are here next week.
Tentative, we will see you next week.
Oh, Lordy.
It's already scheduled. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Us three will be here. This one might not. We don't know yet, so we'll see.
Thank you guys again. We appreciate y'all tuning in as always. So
See
we'll
ya.
see you. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. For more information on Waterbox Aquariums, visit waterboxaquariums.com.
We're live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to tune in, and we'll see you next week.